Hi there Pisces, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for August, a month which begins with a big emphasis on the part of your horoscope that's to do with life's practicalities. Now on the face of it that may not sound particularly sexy, but there is a real opportunity to transform your situation. For example, if you're looking for employment or to change the role that you're in at the present time, you could enjoy a real stroke of luck. But in order to achieve this, you may need to be particularly open-minded to new ways of doing things. And one of the new ways that society seems to be demanding of us is more and more flexibility. So, if you're open to learn new skills, work in a slightly different way from how you have in the past, or even in a different kind of role, then there could be an opportunity of a breakthrough. This can also be a month when you start to think much more about health, fitness and dietary issues. Again, it doesn't sound particularly sexy, but the better you feel about yourself, the better you're going to look, and the more enticing you're going to be to a potential partner. And in the first 11 days of this month, Venus continues to work its way through a very sultry part of your scope, and you could even meet someone at a fitness club, at a swimming pool, or even, bizarrely, in a supermarket, because the practicality of all the energy that's washing around at the start of this month suggests that this is entirely feasible. But there is also the role of Mars. Now Mars moved last month, and it moved into the part of your horoscope that's to do with discovery, and it can see you quite impatient for progress, for changes, and there may be part of you that kind of resents having to get down and really do the necessary things in the early parts of this month, and you need to try to resist that, because if you get too caught up in this, you may miss an opportunity just because you're getting a bit antsy about something which really later down the track can actually seem much clearer to you, may have been something you should have taken more seriously. However, it is true to say that there is a full moon which occurs on the 10th. This full moon also suggests that if you have been feeling underpowered, under-energized, don't just think about it in terms of your physique. It may be it's to do with your diet, or the nutrition that you're obtaining from your diet is out of kilter. On the other hand, perhaps there are people around you that can advise you more on the psychological side of life. Don't see that as a weakness. Your natural compassion can often see you be very caring towards other people, so do extend this virtue to yourself. On the 12th, however, Venus does move home. It moves into Leo itself, and by week 3 it's also going to be combining with Jupiter. This suggests that that potential to meet someone randomly in quite an ordinary situation is going to skyrocket even more. So again, remain open-minded. But Mercury moves for you superbly on the 16th and is followed by the Sun on the 23rd. And then a wonderful new moon on the 26th suggests the second half of this month can be really productive for relationships if you give yourself an availability to the possibility. Your listening skills can also be sharpened up through these changes. In fact, when Mercury moves, something which felt a bit tense and brittle before can seem much less so. In fact, even agreeing to disagree can seem a much more positive way to go. But the most important aspect, which occurs towards the end of this month, involves Saturn and Mars, and they're going to be side by side for the last 10 days. In any legal matter, or where you're trying to grow your world, or you're trying to travel, or be much more adventurous, things may not go quite as quickly as you would like. But if you are committed to the cause and it really means a lot to you, these two together can give you an enormous sticking power. And that's sometimes something which you can lack a little bit. This is not me being disrespectful. It's simply that you're such a fluid sign. You often work your way around to the thing that feels most comfortable in that particular minute. But this particular aspect is much more strategic. And if there is something you really need to go for, and it requires willpower, grit, stickability and application, then do so wholesomely, because the rewards can come through to you in September in a way which can absolutely delight. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.